Blackstone Publishing presents Silver Spire, a Nero Wolfe mystery, by Robert Goldsborough. This book is read by L.J. Ganser.
Chapter 1. With two baritone belches of the horn, the Samuel I. Newhouse eased from its slip at South Ferry, and we were on the briny. It being the middle of the day, only a couple of dozen people or so were scattered throughout the big boat, most of them either reading or dozing or trying to wriggle into comfortable positions on the molded, one-size-fits-all blue plastic seats. The interior of the ferry had all the charm of a warehouse, and after 5 minutes of trying to get comfortable myself, I went out onto the small deck at the bow and let the May breeze blow across my face. The Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, New York's newest tourist attraction, were off to the right. Make that the starboard, mate. And the Verrazano Narrows Bridge arched gracefully to port, while dead ahead through the haze of New York Harbor, the low green hills of Staten Island began to take form. That morning, as I sat in the kitchen of Nero Wolfe's brownstone on West 35th Street devouring wheat cakes and the Times, I recalled the last time I had been on Staten Island, which most New Yorkers don't even think of as part of the city, when they think of it at all. That was almost 10 years ago, when Wolfe took a case involving an arrogant old art collector on the island whose prized Cézanne had been filched from his house and replaced with a good but not great copy. All arrows pointed to the collector's crotchety and somewhat larcenous maid, but it turned out the switch had been pulled by a guy posing as a gas company employee who said he'd been sent out to find a leak in the line. Anyway, thanks to Wolfe's brain power and my leg power, the phony gas man, a one-time art history student with a police record as long as a pickpocket's fingers, got nailed. The Cézanne was recovered, and our bank balance received a healthy and much-needed transfusion. This time, however, I was venturing forth to the borough of Richmond on what both Wolfe and I considered far more momentous business. But then, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'll start where they say you're supposed to start, at the beginning. The beginning was a rainy May morning, a Thursday for those among you who want specifics. Wolfe was upstairs in the brownstone's rooftop greenhouse, puttering with his beloved orchids, as is his sacred routine from 9 to 11 every morning, and 4 to 6 in the p.m. I sat at my desk in the office entering orchid germination records into the personal computer, as is part of my own, more or less sacred routine. The doorbell rang at 10:17, and because the brownstone's most valuable...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?